NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Ballard. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he gets... Just shy of the 40, they'll mark him down at the 39. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Looking to throw. Ballard. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Quinnen Williams never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Catch is made by Metcalf. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back to throw. Light. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ballard. Throw out wide to Walker. And a nice spin into some open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Looking to throw. Ballard. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A nice throw there by the rookie from Wisconsin. They've got a 1st down. Back to throw again. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw again. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And this one's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Light. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
the Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds Douglas complete. And he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Ballard, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing after the interception. Ballard to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the right sideline. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ballard. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ballard. He completes this to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Light. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll go right back to right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Light. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ballard. That is caught, and he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Back to throw. Light. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Light. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Light. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to right. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Light able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Light. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun. Here's a give to right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Light. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Light escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of... the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Operating from the gun. Light. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Ballard.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. First carry here for Ken Walker.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10. Complete to Wright. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got his man. That's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Looking to throw. Ballard. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. Shreds the tackle. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wright's got it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Back to throw. Ballard. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Looking to throw. Ballard.
That's DK Metcalf running his slant. He's got it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Running left is Walker.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. That is caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Light. This pass complete to Melton. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bo Melton. 27 yards. And the Bills have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. It's time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Ballard. And Walker has it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Off play action. Light. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And just shutting him off there. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Looking to throw. Ballard eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Ballard. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Light. Dancing to his left. That escapes the sack. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Light. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Light. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Roll.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
His throw incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Operating from the gun. Light. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Looking to throw. Light
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 3. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.